Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing some delicious egg recipes. But first, let's start with a step many people often overlook: cleaning the eggs. When you buy eggs, the shells may contain dirt, bacteria, or residue from transportation and storage. Instead of using them directly, take some time to wash them in diluted salt water. Gently scrub the surface to remove any impurities, then dry them with a clean towel. This small step makes a big difference, ensuring better hygiene and giving you peace of mind when cooking for yourself and your family. You can also rinse the eggs under running water to remove any remaining salt residue. Make sure not to soak them for too long, as this can weaken the shell and allow bacteria to enter. Once cleaned and dried, your eggs are ready to use safely in any recipe. Now we'll poach the eggs using water instead of oil. Pour about 30 to 40 milliliters of water into a non-stick pan, just enough to create a thin layer at the bottom. When the water starts to heat up and small bubbles appear, carefully crack the eggs into the pan. Then cover and cook for about 4 minutes. The gentle steam from the pan will slowly cook the eggs, helping the egg whites set without burning, while the yolks remain soft, creamy, and slightly runny. Gently scoop the eggs out with a spoon and place them on a plate. You'll then see beautifully cooked eggs, looking like they just came from a restaurant, light, delicate, and naturally flavorful without added oil. The next dish is a perfect combination of eggs and bread. Start by taking a few slices of bread and cutting them diagonally into triangular pieces. This not only makes the dish look more appealing, but also helps the egg mixture soak into the bread more evenly. You can use fresh bread to achieve a softer texture and a more delicate taste. Make sure the pieces are evenly sized so they cook at the same rate and absorb the egg mixture uniformly. Crack 3 eggs into a bowl, add a little salt and black pepper, then beat until smooth. Make sure the yolks and whites are completely blended for an even flavor. You can also add a little milk to make the eggs softer and creamier. Heat a pan with a thin layer of oil, then arrange the diagonally cut bread slices in the pan. Place the bread pieces close together so the egg can bind them into one layer. Let them cook for a moment until the bottom becomes lightly golden and slightly crispy. Slowly pour the egg mixture onto the bread, letting it soak into every crevice. Next, slice the sausage into small, even round pieces so they cook evenly and look more visually appealing when placed on top. Once prepared, gently scatter the sausage slices across the surface, making sure they are evenly distributed so every bite is flavorful and balanced. This step helps ensure that the dish doesn't feel empty in any area and gives it a more professional, well-prepared look. Immediately sprinkle a thick layer of cheese over everything. It melts into a rich, creamy, and indulgent layer. Cover the pan, just cook over medium heat. The result is a beautiful layered dish, slightly crispy on the outside, soft and creamy on the inside, with a gently stretchy melted cheese layer and the rich aroma of sausage making it irresistible. You can drizzle some ketchup and mayonnaise on top for extra flavor and a more delicious finish. Each bite delivers a perfect balance of textures and flavors. The crisp edges contrast beautifully with the soft, savory center. The melted cheese ties everything together in a warm, comforting way. It's simple, satisfying, and perfect for any time of day. Finally, let's explore a more creative and nutritious option: eggs with rice. Crack an egg into a bowl and separate the whites and yolks. Then pour the egg white into the bowl of rice. Do the same with the next egg. If you enjoyed this recipe and found it helpful, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more simple, delicious, and creative cooking ideas every day. Your support really motivates me to keep sharing more amazing recipes with you. Add a little salt and pepper to season, then mix it well and let it rest for about 3 minutes. Next, add chopped vegetables like bell peppers to enhance color, texture, and nutrition. Slice the bell peppers into small, even pieces so they cook quickly and blend well with the rice mixture. For added flavor, you can also include sausage or ham. Cut the sausage into small cubes or thin slices so it distributes evenly and ensures a delicious bite every time. Mix all the ingredients well, then divide the mixture into small portions. Shape each portion of rice into a compact mound and gently press a small indentation in the center. Carefully place an egg yolk in each indentation. Cook over low heat, allowing the rice to develop a light golden crust while the yolks slowly cook until smooth and creamy. Make sure to keep the heat low to prevent the rice from burning while the yolk cooks gently. You can lightly press the sides to help the shape hold better during cooking. As it cooks, a delicious aroma will start to develop from the rice and ingredients. When the edges turn golden and slightly crispy, it's ready to serve. For extra flavor, you can sprinkle some sesame seeds or chopped green onions on top before serving. When finished, the dish is not only visually appealing, with vibrant colors and a perfect texture, but also incredibly delicious. The slightly crispy rice contrasts beautifully with the rich, creamy yolk in the center, creating a balanced and pleasant flavor. Breakfast. Tip 2. Start by preparing a clean bowl. Crack 3 eggs into the bowl carefully so the yolks stay whole. Next, add a teaspoon of salt and a little pepper. Now, beat the eggs. You can use a whisk or chopsticks. Beat until the mixture turns a uniform yellow color, with tiny bubbles and a slightly thick consistency. Properly beaten eggs will have a richer aroma, a softer texture, and a more appealing color after cooking. While the eggs rested, I started preparing the 2 potatoes. First, peel the potatoes and remove any remaining eyes. Then rinse them with clean water to wash away the starch coating on the surface. After rinsing, prepare a grater. Hold each potato firmly and grate it lengthwise so the strands are long and even. While grating, use gentle, steady strokes so the potato doesn't break into small bits. The more uniform the strands are, the more evenly they cook, and the better the dish will look. After grating, place all the potatoes into a bowl of cold water. Soak them for about 10 to 15 minutes to prevent browning and to let excess starch, music, dissolve into the water. Next, prepare 1 tomato. Choose fresh ones that feel firm, have smooth skin, and an even red color. Slice the tomatoes into thin, bite-sized pieces, not too thick so they cook easily, but not too thin so they stay juicy when heated and don't become mushy. When cooked, the tomatoes turn soft and slightly juicy, music blending with the potatoes and seasoning to create a more balanced and appealing dish. After soaking, gently squeeze the potatoes by hand to remove excess water. Then transfer them into a large bowl. At this stage, the more moisture you remove, the easier it is for the potatoes to absorb the seasonings, and they won't turn soggy or mushy when cooked. This is the moment to season the mixture. Add a teaspoon of salt and a pinch of ground black pepper to enhance the flavor. Then mix well, gently tossing from bottom to top so each strand of potato is evenly coated with a thin layer of seasoning. After mixing thoroughly, the mixture will have an appealing color and a pleasant aroma. Heat a pan on the stove, add a small amount of cooking oil and use a brush to spread it evenly across the surface to prevent sticking. When the pan is moderately hot, add portions of the potatoes. Spread them out evenly and press lightly to form a tidy layer. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. Heat a pan on the stove, add a small amount of cooking oil and use a brush to spread it evenly across the surface to prevent sticking. When the pan is moderately hot, add portions of the potatoes. Spread them out evenly and press lightly to form a tidy layer. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. At this stage, the golden brown surface looks very appetizing. Immediately afterward, arrange the tomato slices evenly across the pancake so each portion includes tomato. Next comes the cheese layer. Sprinkle it gradually so it covers the surface without being too thick. Just enough so that when it melts, it fully coats the potato layer underneath. It looks incredibly satisfying. The cheese is fully melted, the potatoes are soft and golden, and the tomatoes add a light, fragrant sweetness. Simple to make, yet rich and balanced, creamy, earthy, and fresh without being greasy. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share for more delicious recipes.